Hi, I'm Natasha Carter, and I'm a nursing major, so I chose the academic case study from 2002 on the nursing facility. And it is based on an elderly man named Milton Jones. He's 54 years old, and it is based on him being in the nursing facility after a long haul truck accident that caused him to have a broken back and paralysis to his lower extremities. He had spent 6 weeks in a rehab hospital for rehabilitation, but then needed further care, so he got admitted to the STU nursing care in Amarillo, Texas. And he wasn't happy about it. He was 600 miles from his original home. He was lonely because his son, who's 22 years old, doesn't live there, and his ex-wife he no longer speaks to. So he wanted to have some of his independence back. So he wanted to move out of the nursing facility and into a house or apartment of his own. But he figured that with his injuries that would be difficult. But a man that was in the nursing facility with him, a friend of his, had told him, if you go talk to certain people, they can help you really get what you need and get you moved into an area that's user friendly for him. So he had talked to a dad's eligibility caseworker, and DAD stands for Department of Aging and Disability Services. He had also talked to an ombudsman from the area agency on aging, and he even talked to relocation specialists, all to get information on how to have his own home again. When talking to them, he specified that he wanted his house or apartment to be large enough for his son to come stay with him sometimes and to visit and all of that. And he also needed a place that would be close to a grocery store and close to other things that he's gonna need. And the caseworker also made sure that the place he was going to was user friendly for his injuries, so that he could get in and out without problems. So they also set him up with a home health agency. So he, on top of having the assistance he was going to have from the caseworker, he was also going to have a worker come out and help him with his everyday tasks and anything he needs help with on a daily basis. Well, they finally find him an apartment, and they get him settled in there, and he had every resource he needed. He had an ERS system. It's like a safety button that was provided to him in case of an emergency. It is a emergency response system just in case anything were to go wrong. And he realized one day that his worker did not show up like she was supposed to. And it caused him to panic a bit because he wasn't able to get into his wheelchair alone. And he was scared and didn't know what to do. So he pushed his button that he had for his emergency response system, and luckily they had a neighbor to volunteer to be there in case of an emergency until help can arrive. And so his neighbor had a key and was able to come in and assist the man while he was waiting on help. And he also received a phone call from the agency, and he informed them that his worker did not show up and that he did need help and that they needed to send him another one. So they did end up sending him another worker, and his neighbor stayed there with him until help arrived. And the agency then went to fill out what they call a complaint log, and so that they could make sure that this wouldn't happen again to him. And they also put in extra visits from the agency just to make sure that everything was running smoothly, and so that he would never have to experience such a scary moment for himself again. So basically, they helped this man who used to be an independent man, who is now not able to do everything on his own. They helped him gain some of his independence back by helping him have his own place, and also providing the assistance he needs from the agency and workers and caseworkers, etc., to make sure that he was always comfortable and felt safe and felt some sort of independence.